We started this reno 4 months ago. We've got some furniture left over by the previous owners. And one question I have is, how come every time I come, the cowboy boot ottoman is still here? And today, I can finally show you the finished living room.
I have a little design surprise of my own. So wait till we get to the living room, Sarah.
What are you doing? No! Take it away! I'm gonna throw that out. Oh my gosh, what is that still doing here? Where has this been hiding?
Oh,
It's just been hiding. Is that not awesome?
That is the best. Where have you hidden it?
In the shed.
For months.
And that was one of many reasons why these guys are the best crew to work with. Now, let's try that reveal one more time. This Contemporary Chalet has certainly been a journey. And you know what? I feel like from beginning to end, it's been a happy journey. This was a big scope of work from the very get-go. It was a total renovation of an entire chalet that included 1 kitchen, 3 bathrooms, 4 bedrooms, a laundry room, a mudroom, a media room, and here we are, the living and dining room. And that's a tall order. That's a lot of work to do in a short period of time. So, do I like it? Do you like it? I'm really excited about how this living room, dining room area turned out because this is it. This is the main feature in a timber frame chalet. From my very first meeting with Steve, the challenge was, how can we make this place feel fresh and new and now and different and today, but yet still embrace the architectural heritage of where we started. I don't want to make the wood disappear.
Okay.
And you know me, I am prone to being extravagant with paint. I am prone to painting everything out.
You know, there's people watching going, why would they paint?
Why? But my clients kept saying to me, Sarah, we trust you, but we really want to make sure that when this is all done, our chalet feels cozy. And we like the pine. We agree that maybe there's a bit too much of it now, but we really don't want to see it all go away. So, when considering my clients' wishes, our budget, and trying to come up with the right solution so you wouldn't all be mad at me for overpainting, we decided we'd leave the ceiling. So here it is. We've got the original ceiling. We painted the lower part of the post and beam construction in this open space in one of my all-time favorite paint colors, universal gray. And then we painted the walls in a lovely light creamy tone that's called sea pearl. And the two of these colors together, I think, are what really help define this space now. They give it the lightness, they give it the brightness, but when you enter into this space, instantly your eye still goes up to that soaring timber frame ceiling. And that is the key feature. So in design, I never want to take away from the best features. I want to amplify them. I want to pay respect to them. But then I want to think about how I can infuse new energy and new life. And that's exactly what we did. So here's what's cool about our YouTube channel. We create this content and share it with you as quickly as possible. And when we launched the first episode of this chalet, instantly into my inbox pops an email, and it's from Normerica. And Normerica is the company that designed and originally built this place in the 80s. And they said to me, you know what's cool? At the same time that you're renovating this project, we're also building a project together for another client in another location. Talk about small world. So I had the opportunity to invite them to come back and see what did it look like more than 30 years after they originally built it.
So you are leaving the natural wood color
Natural
upstairs.
wood.
Very cool.
No more.
Yeah.
We're done painting. So
But it looks
And
amazing.
but it gives a nice warm feeling to it.
Yeah.
You wouldn't appreciate the ceiling if you didn't have it painted below it.
Yeah.
well,
Yeah.
it was just so much wood, and we struggled what the
Yeah.
best solution was.
Yeah.
I think the hardest part is where to stop and start,
Yeah.
and actually the first commitment, because you can't undo
You
it.
cannot do it.
Yeah.
And so
Exactly.
But
from
this is very cool. I like that you
You know,
added that
yeah.
component as well.
People will love the fact that you've shown them what they can do. Because this is sort of leading edge, where you paint below and then you leave the cap on.
Well, it's fun to show what you can do if it works out.
Yeah.
Exactly.
But I must tell you, I lost a bit of sleep worrying about, I don't know, is this a good idea?
Don't lose any more sleep on this one. This is a no-brainer.
We've really made a commitment. So what's not happening here is it's definitely not staying as is. One of the big challenges in this room was also the floor. So we came in with this fabulous idea that we were just gonna work with the original floor. We were gonna stain it. We were gonna make it a DIY project.
That's a YDI.
That's a YDI, you do it. In the end, we installed engineered flooring. I found flooring that was being discontinued, and I got it for a fantastic price. So here's my tip for you. If you're on a budget and you want to achieve dramatic results, do your homework, ask around, call your suppliers. You know how I found this? I said, do you have anything that's, maybe being discontinued or is available at a great price? And look what we got. I really like it when things feel cohesive and consistent and have an overall design vision throughout the home. So being able to treat this entire place with one floor material really made me happy. From the beginning, my goal was to try and keep whatever came with the chalet. So there was an overscale antler chandelier that originally hung in the dining room. Let me make this clear. It is a faux resin antler chandelier, my friends. There is nothing real about it. I have just been crowned. So you know what I did? I painted it. And now it hangs in the living room and it gives this rustic nod, but it looks completely different and it's transformed. And best of all, you know what it was? It was free. And I love nothing more than free. Let's talk about what was also free that we didn't want to keep, and that was all the divided lights that were on the windows and the doors.
It'd be great if we can get rid of those mullions, but I don't know if we can.
We took all the mullions off.
I was just going to say,
good call.
that really is
That
really is 80s.
Our team worked hard to pull those all off, and it is incredible how much brighter, airier, and more contemporary it feels without all of those lights being stuck on the windows and doors. So major transformation, but not a single door or window was replaced in this room. Isn't that amazing?
I remember sitting with George and his wife, and
That's your original client, so you built
the
this
original
for?
client,
Yeah.
And the whole concept of we want living on the upper floor because we want to be able to see the views.
So tell me about that, because I thought it was very interesting the first time I came to see this. The principal bedroom is on the upper level, but all the rest of the bedrooms are downstairs. This is an inverted floor plan.
Yeah.
Is that what made you do that?
Well, the client, it was considered to be leading edge.
Okay.
They bought this raw piece of property that was relatively flat. They wanted to have a view of the hills, but the property was back further from the hills. And so they wanted to, if they were going to build this new place, they wanted to be able to be in the place and be able to see the hills. So the whole concept was, well, let's have living area up above. The whole idea was sitting down, and everything was geared for seeing the views once you're sitting down.
I haven't sat down here yet, and I'm just realizing how nice this is. The other element of this project that hits so close to my heart is the fact that this entire space, absolutely everything in the living room and dining room, from the rugs to the upholstered furniture to the case goods to the pillows, well, most of the pillows, and the throws, is all designed by me. And this is part of my new collection, which is called Sarah Richardson for Palliser. And I've been working for years. I've been teasing you on social media, showing you snippets of what I've been up to. And this is the very first time that my collection has come to life in somebody's home. This is a really cool moment. It's a little bit sentimental for me. Unloading the truck in a blizzard wasn't necessarily my favorite cool moment. I was gonna say welcome to Canada, but you're from here. But seeing every piece that I designed sitting here, ready to take on a brand new life, is super exciting.
One of the things I'm most curious about is, from your perspective, what are the things that are most similar and what has changed the most in this time that you've been building these structures?
At the root of all of our buildings are the timbers.
Yeah.
But the designs have changed so much over the years, and you're showing it today is how you've been able to take something that was considered to be leading edge in 1986 and sort of giving it a whole new leading edge look again.
The only thing that was dated was the decorating.
Yeah.
It was the wallpaper, it was the cowboy boot ottoman, all
Yeah.
of the decorating choices needed to go. But there isn't a single thing that we've changed about the structure.
Yeah.
No part of this looks dated.
Yeah.
No.
This is just to be celebrated.
To me, this is modern now. How
Yeah.
can something that was built 34 years ago transform into something that's modern as a result of, railings, paint, furniture? I mean, this is a bright space.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It says a lot about the bones of a building. If you can build a building with great bones, then all it needs is to be updated is just some current thinking and some current materials and looks.
And a whole lot of paint.
And a whole lot of paint. And a whole lot of paint.
Always a lot of paint.
Which it would have been, because those timbers would be pretty dry at this point.
Yeah.
Yeah. Well, did it used to be that everybody would leave the entire building
Oh, yeah.
all
Pretty much.
pine?
Oh, they
and
wouldn't
now,
touch it.
has that evolved? Do you
Oh,
find people
totally.
are treating
Yeah.
it all different ways?
Yes, not as much paint, but this is what I love about this, is that I think I have to tell you that I've never seen the posts and the beams painted without doing something to the roof structure,
Yeah.
the cap above it.
Yeah.
And in this case, I don't know in all these years and all the thousands of buildings that I would have seen that we've ever seen this.
Oh,
Yeah.
And
Something new.
there's a first time for everything.
who would have thought? Yeah.
Right.
Yeah.
But I was his age when we
Yeah.
did this building.
Amazing.
Yeah.
Yeah.
My dad was involved with every element of the production of the buildings back then, whether it was hand drying the buildings, doing the takeoff, meeting the clients. It was a lean shop. So
It's incredibly rewarding for me to see this.
So that's pretty neat to be able to have the connection that this building has been transformed from the original vision that we started with to where it is today, and to see what you can do by embracing the architecture and making small changes. Let's talk about the living room layout, because trying to make a room work for as many different functions as possible is always a challenge. So what's the right layout? Well, my goal was maximum occupancy. And now that we're done, there is room for 15 people to sit comfortably and perch in this living room. We have a big sectional sofa that has not one but two chaises, one on each end. We have a pair of leather upholstered swivel chairs. We have two chairs that sit fireside. We have a games table just tucked in on the side that has two little stools that you can pull up to if you want to use it. And the entire thing is anchored by one of my brand new rugs. You know that so often I start a color palette with either a decorative rug, a patterned rug, or a patterned piece of fabric. Why do I do that? Well, because it instantly gives me the color palette for the entire room and a sense of design direction. So this rug has this combination of cream, soft blue, and pale gray, which was I think the biggest design brief I got from my clients was those were the core colors. So we just layered that in throughout the living room and dining space. Nothing here is meant to be bold. It's not meant to be jarring. It's not meant to say, look at me. And what you'll also notice is all of the wood tones are pale and quiet and restrained. And I think we'll continue to see a real push towards lighter woods.
You are in the mirror.
Sorry.
The sectional sofa is modular, and you can put together as many pieces as you want. It's covered in a smoky charcoal, and this color references directly to the granite that was in the existing fireplace. It's always important to me to make sure whatever we bring in that's new also ties seamlessly to whatever is already here. In front of the fireplace, we've got a pair of chairs. These are deep and loungy. You know me, if you know signature Sarah style and there's a fireplace, you will always find a pair of chairs tucked right up there with a footstool so that this can be designed, beckoning, welcoming, easy, laid back lounging and living. Because isn't that really what living is all about? It's about the times that we get to spend enjoying weekends, holidays, after work. That's what we want. That's what I'm always thinking of. How do you want to feel when you're in here? How do you want to relax, and how can I help make that agenda possible? In the dining room, we started with an antique pine table. Don't worry, I didn't get rid of it, I just relocated it. We also spun the orientation of the dining room so it works in a completely different way. And I think it makes it feel lighter. I think it makes it feel more open and more welcoming. And this is a space that'll be used for daily family dining. There is only one dining area in this entire chalet. So this is daily family dining, but it's also entertaining. So it's important to have something that can add extra seats. Our table is a pedestal table, and that means you can tuck in as many extra chairs as possible to squeeze in a crowd. The sideboard or the credenza has ample storage, 3 drawers, 3 doors, and this is very streamlined. This may not be what you're always thinking when you think chalet. You may think rustic pine, but our clients wanted a more contemporary vision. So here it is. Home for me, and every project I tackle, is about creating a space where my clients will feel happy, where they will feel at ease, where they will feel restful and relaxed. This is where they'll have their happiest moments, where they'll get cozy with their family, celebrate milestone occasions. Do you think we did a good job? I gave it everything I've got. I've filled it with all my new furniture, and I've spent a lot of time here. And I gotta tell you, I really like it.
So the clients were thrilled. They were happy. She cried. That's what we always want. It is 4:25. The light has faded, so we can't keep shooting anymore today. And you know what? I'm faded. I'm really faded. We have practically lived here at this chalet for the last 2 weeks. We have worked so hard to get it done, but we're at a light. I'm at a gas. I don't even have lip gloss today. I need a long winter's nap. So stay tuned, we got lots more coming for you.
Wait a minute, do you see what I see?
What do I see?
Oh yes, some white wine and some glasses.
I know, but
What do you think?
Minister of Exteriors, this isn't our house. We have to go home to our house if we want to have a little...
They would miss just one bottle, I think.
We have our own bottles. We don't steal from our clients. But look at it. Look up there right now. The snow guns are going on the hill. Winter, spring, summer, or fall, we've got more great renos coming your way. So don't forget to subscribe.